I'm a faithful. Like I don't know what else to say to people. It really sucks because there's nothing that we can do to prove it.
Yeah,
There's
that's
nothing
the
we can
thing. I
do.
was just like, 'cause Matt was questioning me in one of the breakups. I'm like, I mean, I don't have a Bible. I don't usually like to do that, but this would be a case where I would do it. I don't have any way to prove it to you other than when the game's over, you'll see. But
I
it's
don't even have a Bible. Ian, do we have a Bible? Do we
you
have a
heathen.
Bible?
Well, you heathen.
Yeah, do you have a Bible in this house? I don't even know if I have a Bible in the house. Isn't that bad?
Well, I shouldn't talk 'cause well, at home I do not. No, I don't think so. No, I don't.
But
But yeah.
the whole thing, the game is
Oh,
fun until like right towards the end because now you've really got like both things. Like you've given me nothing to make you think that you're a traitor,
yeah,
but then
'cause
neither has
'cause I'm
Jonathan. So
pretty
now
good.
I'm trying to go back and forth between the two of you about who I think. Like with Jonathan, I feel like would he really put himself out there that much all the time
Yeah, but then
if he
I
was
don't
a faithful?
I just with
If he was
him,
a traitor?
it's so tossy with him because he gives everything faithful, but could he just be really be playing the game? That
I mean,
so
he plays a lot of these. This is why, and I've said this throughout to everyone. He plays a lot of games. He's very smart. He's very strategic, and he presents himself very well.
mhm,
So he is someone that can do it. But
definitely.
I've just not seen it, and I think I'm nervous if I'm being blinded. And I can't remember who I said this to earlier. I think it was Matt. That like because I literally just came off playing another game from him. We finished the same night as this game started.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, and it was me and him in the final. We made it. We were in an alliance right the way through, and I'm like, am I just letting that personal connection like blind me now?
Yeah, because like I said,
Um,
no one's ever really saying anything, and it's even like when we're sitting here, again, I was full on going to tell it. It took me everything I had not to write Taylor's name down. I'm like, I just cannot after that. I mean, if Taylor is a traitor after that performance, wow.
I think his reaction was genuine. I still think he was a traitor.
That too. I'm thinking, yeah, it was because he said he wasn't frustrated by the game. It's just, he has this social anxiety, which is
Dude,
bothering.
it sucks. I know exactly what he is talking about because I am very highly medicated. If you saw me like at the beginning when I played with Jonathan and them last year, I was so much skinnier. I was like it was bad. My mental health was bad. So I get it. Mental health is a fucking really shit thing to
That.
deal with, and I feel bad that he's probably now sitting there like
Yeah,
I
like
feel like on the phone with him talking to him or something.
yeah. And then yeah, it's already hard enough when you get eliminated from a game anyway, but then you have to go out as you just did.
Especially right towards the end.
Yeah, we can't even like message them to say, hey, don't. So, but yeah, I was overly speechless, but I didn't know what to do or say.
Besides
Um,
Brad, that was the hardest one.
yeah, that was really really
Like,
rough. And then to still have to write his name down, that was a bit rough. At least with the Brad one, I didn't have to vote for Brad. I think. Yeah,
yeah. See, and I voted for Brad, and Brad's my body, and I feel like a fucking dick.
yeah. So, but I don't know. I just don't know. Again, we have nothing to go on.
I really don't have anything. That's the only thing I want to ask you about, like that betting thing, because that's the only thing that I'm trying to think about everyone's journey to what we've had to do, all of us individually, to get here, and that's the only thing that I had was to ask you about was that, and that was it.
I think for me that again, I guess I'm looking at it from my own perspective, but that one cleared me because I mean I don't see a trader putting themselves in that type of position because that so that would have sort of said I mean obviously we already know the other two were not or not traders, sorry, they were faithful. So that should also put me in there because the trader would I don't think in that particular situation that they would have put themselves in like it makes no sense because that will any of us could have gone, that's it, yeah. So because I thought that as well too initially, okay, maybe there's a trader in here with me, but then when I saw the game, I was like, there's absolutely no way that they would have put themselves in here. But I don't know what all they knew about it. And then I
Yeah.
found out who the two people that were. I was like, okay,
And how was the way that the game ran again? You had to like.
so no, like I said, I was just chilling, minding my business, and then Phil messaged me to say, "Hey, you've been chosen to come to my not secret room, but like my fun room or something like that." So I was like, and
Mhm.
initially I was like, "Oh, I'm thinking maybe it'll lead to like a secret."
Like a reward or something.
Yeah, and I was like, ugh, and as soon as I got into it, I was like, this is not good. And he was like, yeah, you've been selected by the traders, but I'm like, oh, for crying in the mud. And I mean, I was panicking because the whole time, I was happy that I got the 20 score because I'm like, because you could get up to 30, but I was like, okay, at least I got 20. It's it's a good enough number.
Okay.
So yeah, but yeah, that's what happened. So told me to I had start off with $10. I could put the full amount in. I had to pick a color, and whatever it landed on, either you get that amount, you get it doubled, or you can get tripled, or you can get none. So yeah, fortunately, I got put all
Right.
in.
So what would have been the purpose for the traders to play that game? For them to get the shield. That's it.
There, there was no shield.
Didn't you get like a super shield?
No, no. Yeah, I did, but you didn't know that until after.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't know I was getting the shield. So, but yeah, but fortunately, I don't remember how, but Matt S already had a shield.
How did he get a shield?
Hey
What's up,
Matt,
fellas?
we were just talking about
Who's
this.
that? What's that, Matt?
So how are you guys feeling?
I was just saying it really sucked.
Fucking
I almost didn't write his name down to be honest, but I didn't want to go not go back on not that it was a plan, but I did say I was going to just vote him because we had suspected him previously, and yeah, even I think he made it clear that he wasn't crying because he was voting or to try to. It was a personal reason that he kind
yeah.
of broke down.
I mean,
So
I think both things happened. I think that he was genuinely upset because there's a difficult thing to deal with, and I still think he was a traitor.
So what do you guys make of the no murder? Like
The only thing I like is either someone's lying about a shield, or like I mentioned, was it to you guys I mentioned before? Maybe there was a one of those, what's it called, plain sight murders, and it fell.
yeah, but I don't get if the faithful was attempted to be murdered, and why would they highlight? Why would they not tell us? I had the shield. I
that's
don't.
Right. The
do
shield
not
thing.
see the
The
reasoning.
shield. Like, there's no reason for anybody to say that they didn't get a shield if they did.
Yeah, that's why I'm
There's
confused.
no reason for it. So that is leading me, like, do you think that there could have been the like insight thing?
But how?
Did we ever going back to that first one that they did? We didn't ever get anything from it, right? We couldn't figure out.
no, we couldn't, but we were aware of it too afterwards. Like
Because they were successful, though. But what if this time they weren't successful? Would we still know?
I would think so.
I would still think he would tell us. Yeah.
Yeah, like there was an attempt, but whatever happened, they failed the mission. Or
And somebody's lying about a shield.
it's the only thing I can think of.
But why?
I swear on, like, I'm gonna swear on my dog's life. I love my dog. Yeah, I love my dog. I remember last year there was a thing where everyone went around like grab it. Remember that?
Yeah, I do.
Like everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh, like I don't want to do that to my dog because I love him too much. I would never want to do that. But
Don't do it.
No. My mum always told me, don't you ever do that.
I don't get the reasoning on why someone wouldn't say it.
So we're voting tomorrow. That's it.
The only thing I can think of why someone wouldn't be telling us if the traders got the shield. But then what sense is it making?
But then they didn't murder.
But right,
they didn't murder because how can you not kill somebody if they don't have a shield?
Mm-hmm.
So they either picked up someone to add to their numbers, or they had the choice to not murder. I don't know.
Why would they not murder at this point? That would be like, why would they do that?
No, and
if they had an opportunity to take out you or Abby, why would they not have just tried to take out you or Abby?
The shot was there. I don't get it.
I don't. That would have been stupid. Like, why would they do that?
Unless they're relying on me to help them get to the end. That's the only thing I can think of. Right now, it's like a numbers game, right? So.
No, I think it's pretty. I think everyone here is pretty obvious that like the game is yours and Abby's at this point. If I was in your shoes, I wouldn't. Like,
if there's two traitors, right? All they have to really do is convince the two for sure faithfuls to vote out a faithful that they know. So it brings it to that 2-2, and then at that point, like whatever happens from there, voting wise.
Yeah, but
it could be a showdown. We don't know. We have no idea. They're definitely going to try to control the votes, I'm sure. Right?
Who? The traitors?
The traitors, they want to win. This is the only way to win.
Yeah, but how are they going to try and control the votes if there's only like 2 of them and then there's 3 of us?
Like I said, you get the numbers on your side. That's what I mean, as a trader, that's what I would do, right? If we're in there with a whole bunch of faithfuls, might as well get the faithfuls to vote with us so we can get to the end. That's what I would do if I was a trader. Like, I want to win. I want to get to the end. So, I don't know.
If I was a trader at this point, I'd probably be like, fuck it, like it's all over. Like how, like because there's 2, you 2 are confirmed faithful. Like you're confirmed. Just take each other. No,
Yeah.
like and that sucks. But that if I was you, that's what I would do. I can't trust anyone else for sure now. You just know that you got you and Abby.
Adam's like, I'm voting with you guys. That's what I'm saying. Right, Adam?
I just this whole shield thing is like throwing me through a loop. And if it's not, then there wasn't a recruitment, there wasn't a blind site murder. Like, why would the traitors just not murder? Like that can't, surely there has to be something that happened.
I have no idea. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. But yeah. It's really hard, like I've had great conversations with both you guys, like I generally have like connection with you guys. Like, you 2 are 2 people that when I started this game, I was like, I have to work with them. I trust them, like I like these guys, so it is kind of hard, trying to
The
figure
whole
out
fucking thing sucks. It
like
really sucks.
like how we're gonna go like past this. It's hard to really like think about it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be easy at all by any means, but
Oh,
The way they be snatching people out of here.
like all the people in one room? No.
They said, that's boring.
Final 5.
Guys, that was
So, Rob, from your perspective, do you think that Taylor was a traitor at the end of it, like after everything that went down?
so
Or are you still 50-50?
I honestly, I was with you. I think we had the same mindset. It took me forever to write a name down, and I only went with Taylor because it was my thought process going into it. And had we got him out instead of Odd, we would have known. After the speech, no, I don't. I didn't want to put his name down. I didn't really feel like I never really in the game felt like he was a traitor. Again, he was quiet, and like I said, what happened with these last couple rounds? We have enough little to go on. So, do I really think in the end after this, especially after that, no. But then at the same time, I think he admitted that he was not, emotional in regards to the game. It was just personal life, so he could have still been.
Okay, so you're like up in the air.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if you don't think it's him, then you must. Then I'm assuming you still think it's 2, and then in your.
I do still think it's 2, and if I'm honest, like I said, I was getting ready to not write not write his name. I was going to put Adam. But then again, I thought, what is everyone else going to do? And I feel like everyone's going to put Taylor, what you guys did. So I don't want to go against the grain. And yeah, but I didn't want to write his name down in that moment. So yeah,
tough.
Yeah,
it's tough. That's a tough one.
Like I said, it was interesting that they were, because even before we came on, Adam had pushed his name, Taylor had pushed his name. So it was like the 2 of them are going at it. Is this turret fighting, or is this one faithful going?
You mean like privately they pushed their names?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't speak to Taylor at all.
Yeah. So
I mean, Adam. Yeah, I feel like Adam I spoke to briefly and did say Taylor's names, but yeah, I didn't speak to Taylor today or yesterday.
No, so I don't know. But
did anybody talk to Taylor though? Like in chats? Because he and I didn't. And maybe just we never really connected, but we didn't talk.
I feel like in this whole game, I've only ever reached out to him and not the other way. So, and I just didn't the last 2 days.
Yeah, after a while, it kind of stopped as well too.
But you said that Taylor spoke to you and said push Adam.
Not today. That was the last one. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know.
But it was Adam today I spoke to. Sorry.
Yeah, I spoke to Adam, I think yesterday or earlier today. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, everyone's quite capable of being deceitful. It's just there's some really good people who are doing it, and it's like it blows my mind.
That is. It's really hard, especially like when you bring emotions into it and stuff. So it's just like
it's tough. Yeah, with the
that
emotions
one,
for sure.
that was really rough. I was at a loss for words. I didn't know what to say.
Me too.
I felt bad for him.